Iowa State Cyclone guard Tyrese Haliburton is one of the most intriguing guards in the 2020 NBA draft. 6'5" with length for days, Halliburton has the size and versatility to play as a multi-position player. Use him in the pick and roll as an initiator or off-ball and catch and shoot. He'll guard point guards and shooting guards. Halliburton can be the glue to keep the offense or defense together. NBA front offices just have to figure out how high and how valuable a glue guy like Halliburton is when players who may have more long-term potential are still on the board. With so much NBA offense being run through pick-and-roll possessions, Tyrese Haliburton should intrigue NBA lottery teams. Whether throwing a lob or perfectly placing a pocket pass, Halliburton has a knack for finding the roll man. Halliburton's ability to understand timing and angles allows him to manipulate defenders and make tough passes look easy. While a guard like Killian Hayes struggles making jump passes, Halliburton leaves his feet with a plan and uses his jump passing as a weapon. A multi-dimensional passer, Halliburton is just as adept at hitting bigs who prefer the pop. Watch as Hallie comes off this screen and how this crafty hezzy gets the big off his feet and creates the space for the pass leading to a wide-open jumper. Halliburton's ability to find his teammates in their spots should make anybody want to play with him. This is just a fantastic read as he sees the corner help defender rushing over to guard the pop, makes a quick decision and hits the corner shooter. Watch Hallie here come off the screen and manipulate the low man. He uses the jump and threat of the roll to get him to overcommit, leading to a wide open corner jumper. When Halliburton gets downhill, he's really able to work the defense as he's a threat to hit everyone. He gets the D scrambling and it leads to what should be a hockey assist. At 6'5", Halliburton is a big point guard and he uses his height to see over the defense and make otherwise tough passes. Hallie just has great court sense and he shows it here with the pretty no-look dump off to the big at the rim. He shows it again here, this time as the nail man against the zone, gets the ball and immediately hits the bounce pass for a dunk. Halliburton is a quick decision maker and quickly recognizes where to go with the ball when the defense starts shifting. Just a really unselfish guard who is quick to make the extra pass. Look how quick he gets rid of the ball, with the understanding that the corner shooter has a much better look than him. Just no hesitation as he whips the pass to the big. Who wouldn't want to play with this dude? Another area of Halliburton's passing ability that really shines is when he gets out on the break. This pass is very Lonzo Ball-esque as he perfectly throws a three-quarter court outlet for a layup. One of my favorite parts of Halliburton's game is that the ball doesn't stick. Transition possessions allow Halliburton to get downhill easier than the half court, and he takes advantage here on the secondary break, patiently finding the shooter in the corner. Hallie doesn't need the ball in his hands to make the right play. On this possession, he runs the wing before setting up his big. At 6'5", Hallie uses his height to grab boards and start running. Here he surveys the floor, pulls back, and hits the shooter trailing the play. While Halliburton has trouble creating his own shot in the half court, in transition he has a much easier time getting to the rim. Halliburton has long, smooth strides that he uses to break out and blow by backpedaling defenders. And he doesn't need the ball to be effective, as he does a great job leaking out or filling a wing for easy buckets. One area Hallie needs to improve on is his ability to create contact. You see here how he tries the behind-the-back finesse move, leading to a tough off-balance floater that rims out. And finally, Halliburton shows us the first glimpse of his jumper as he knocks down the transition three. A lot of people have a tough time buying into Halliburton's shot because it's awkward looking, but he's a dead-eye in catch-and-shoot situations. Halliburton's form is repeatable and consistent. He gets good arc, and he stays balanced. He has a really quick release, and he has some real deep NBA range. Where he can stand to improve is getting the shot off with a hand in his face. But I buy into Halliburton's catch-and-shoot jumper, and believe that he could really thrive playing off a primary playmaker like, say, Steph Curry or Trae Young. While I love Halliburton as an off-the-ball shooter, I struggle to see him as a consistent off-the-dribble shooter at the next level. He isn't great at creating space with his dribble, so his off-the-bounce shots are way easier to contest. You see how he really had to adjust his shot mid-air when the defender got back in the play here. Halliburton relies heavily on screens to get his own shot in the half court, and he's going to have to make defenders pay if they go under or there's a big in drop coverage. Halliburton can also stand to develop a consistent step-back J, which he does a nice job of knocking down here. A lot of people talk about Halliburton's in-between game as an area of weakness, but I think that he just needs to get more confident and decisive in that area. He's a good shooter, so he just needs to get himself more comfortable with more hand-in-the-face reps. If he can develop this little mid-range jumper, defenders will respect his drives to the hoop and he'll become harder to guard. Like his shooting, Halliburton has good touch on his floaters. This possession is a little awkward, but Hallie does a good job attacking the closeout and shows off free throw line range on his floater game. Every guard needs this shot in their bag, and as a guy who won't draw a lot of contact, he'll need to knock down his floaters consistently. Halliburton's off-the-ball shooting will allow him to take advantage of defenders who close too hard and get to the rim. Long arms and solid body control allows Halliburton to go up and under defenders for attempts at the hoop. Like his floaters, Hallie has soft touch when using the backboard. This was a nice attack going away from the screen, as Halliburton was able to use his long strides to attack off one dribble outside the three-point line. But on his drives, Halliburton is averse to contact. He goes away from the hoop here, missing the layup, instead of getting strong and going into the body of the defender and drawing the foul. We've seen mostly strength so far, so let's look at Halliburton's biggest weakness. Hallie's ISO shot creation is severely lacking. He's got a loose, sloppy dribble that ends up in front of his body, and he doesn't have the shake to take advantage of defenders one-on-one. Too often, Halliburton has to turn his back 30 feet away from the hoop when the defender is putting strong on-ball pressure on him. This possession is a bit of a mixed bag. You see the sloppy ball handling, but it's rectified by a decisive move around the mismatch. But a few minutes later, he's in a similar situation, and you can see how he struggled to get around the big, and then how he tried to finish around and over him. Halliburton's too skinny at this point to make post-scoring a consistent part of his game, but at his height, he should study some Shaun Livingston film as a way to add some easy points when he has smaller guards matched up on him. Defensively, Halliburton is one of the more impressive guard talents in the lottery. He gets deep in his stance, moves his feet, and uses length to contest shots. While slight, he does a good job avoiding screens by stepping over early, allowing him to get back into the play. His lateral speed and wingspan allows him to beat offensive players to their spot, forcing retreats. He's not a super aggressive, in-your-shit type of defender, but he's always engaged when he's on the ball. He's going to be a multi-position defender. That versatility will allow him to thrive in a diverse set of lineups. One of the most impressive things about Halliburton defensively is how quick his hands are. He gets his hands on lazy passes, using those long arms and great timing. He's a turn defense into offense kind of guy. He uses that length on his contests too, forcing on-ball blocks and just flat-out well-defended jumpers. But he does have a tendency to bite on those pump fakes. He needs to work on staying on his feet so he doesn't give up easy offense. In transition, he showed great feel backpedaling. Just beats the offense to the spot and forces a jump ball here. And what a freaking block coming out of nowhere. Just great timing. And he's just as good off ball. Those active hands are at it again here as he tips the pass, leading to a wide open dunk. This time the passer thinks he can make the backdoor pass, but Halliburton uses his length to intercept the pass, leading to two the other way. Another pick here. These fast break opportunities are a great way for Halliburton to get to the free throw line. As a team defender, Halliburton is so damn good. Watch as he always has his head on a swivel, watching his man in the ball. He messes up passing lanes hedging to the ball, gets in his stance on the ball. When he gets to the weak side, he's still engaged, making sure he's ready to rotate. This possession, Halliburton starts out communicating the switch with his teammate, stays active on the ball, then when the ball swings to the corner, he cheats to the free throw line and blocks a shot from behind. Hallie starts out in the weak corner on this possession, head on a swivel, sees ball in man. He gets halfway between the wing and the corner, so when the ball swings to the weak side wing, he's there to contest the shot. The ball then swings to the corner, and Halliburton rushes to contest the shot, leading to a block. Halliburton may not have superstar potential, but the dude is going to make your team better. Put him next to a ball-dominant lead guard, and he'll thrive in the role of secondary creator. Defensively, he'll fit any team, getting after it both on and off the ball. Halliburton is the ideal glue guy for a draft short on top-end talent.